Good morning. It is 7:20, Monday, January 27th. And I literally just left for school, and then my friend called me and told me that class was canceled this morning. I literally have no idea why. We don't have like bad weather or anything, like it's barely raining, so I don't really know why it was canceled. Like not the whole, like the school didn't cancel class, like my instructor for my first class canceled, so I will still have clinic today, but I guess that's it. So that's nice. So I mean, that class is pointless anyway, so I'm not upset about it. And then we have clinic, and I'm gonna be doing my intraoral skill eval today. So, and I was gonna kind of look over it again in class, so I can just do that now, because clinic isn't until 11 and it's 7:20, so I have plenty of time, and I can actually like eat breakfast. So I'm pretty happy about it. I did my extraoral skill eval last week and got 100% on it, so hopefully I can do the same with the intraoral exam. So yeah, and then today we are working with the S1E10 curette for the first time. Pretty excited. And we're also practicing blood pressure on each other before we do the curette this morning, just because we haven't really done vitals in a while and they're a little rusty, so we're just gonna do that to, you know, make sure we still know how to do it before we move on. And yeah, and now I'll talk to you guys after clinic. Okay, I'm about to leave for school again, and I realized once I got home, because I like had left when my friend called me, that I would have gone to school an hour early, like if we had class. Like I was gonna be there at 8 o'clock. Sorry, doggy's barking out there. Anyways, I would have been there at 8 o'clock, and our class wasn't even until 9, so I was like way off this morning. So good thing it was canceled, or else I would have been there an hour early and would have been really upset. Okay, I just got off clinic and I got 100% on my skill eval. I'm really excited. So last week I did an extraoral exam, which is like a cancer screening, you know, not inside your mouth. And then the one I did today was the intraoral exam. So inside the mouth, like look at everything, like the back of your throat, your tongue, your palate, the floor of your mouth, your cheeks, everything, and like palpate all of it, make sure there's no lumps or bumps or anything, and I got 100% on it, so I'm really happy about that. It was definitely weird today just having clinic. It was kind of nice though, like just going to school, doing clinic, and then leaving. Like, heck yeah, man. Yeah, I have no idea why my class this morning was canceled. I'm guessing maybe it has something to do with like his kids or something. Because we have like late class every other Wednesday because he takes his kids to school, and they have late start every other Wednesday. So I don't know, that's my thought, but I have no idea, but I'm not complaining about it. So now I have to go home and study all night long because I have an exam and 2 quizzes tomorrow. And I studied for the exam yesterday. I still definitely need to study for it, but I went through all the slides already for it. I just need to like, you know, get all the details down, but I haven't studied for the other 2 quizzes yet. So there's that. So my exam is in radiology, and then I have a quiz in seminar, and I have a quiz in pathology. So yeah, seminar shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I haven't looked at anything for seminar or oral path, but seminar is usually not bad. Like you just kind of look at it, at least this is what I do. I just kind of look at it once the day before and call it a day, and it's worked out well for me. So yeah, why not keep it up? You know, why change it? Why fix it if it's not broken? You know what I mean? So yeah. I also really want to go to the gym today. I've been doing really, really well. Loving my new Apple Watch so much. It's been just what I needed, I think, to re-motivate myself. And now it's like if I don't work out a day, like it's weird. So I'm really happy about that. So I don't want to fall back into like how it was last term, like when I have a lot going on I don't go to the gym, because it's actually like really good for you to go to the gym when you have a lot of stress, and it actually helps your memory as well. So like when you're studying, it's actually really good to take like an exercise break. So I need to just make sure I keep doing that. But like if you have an Apple Watch, that like there's little like awards and stuff, and I worked really hard to get the Ring in the New Year award. So if you close all 3 of your rings for a week straight, then like that's how you get it, and I got it last night. And I'm really proud of myself, because to get those goals, you have to close your stand ring, so at least 12 hours of the day that you were like up and moving around, and then your exercise goal, so at least 30 minutes of exercise, and then your move goal, which is different for everybody. So yeah, I'm really feeling good about that, and I want to keep it up. So you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So okay guys, it is 7:30 on Tuesday, and I'm driving to school. I have prevention first this morning, and then seminar, my pathology quiz, and then radiology. Prevention, I don't have anything, like we had an assignment due today, but that was it. We don't have a quiz or anything. But then in seminar we have a quiz, in pathology we have our weekly quiz, and then we have a test in radiology. So today's gonna be a long day. I feel like seminar's gonna be fine. I reviewed all the material for it. It's on a lot of things that we've already learned before, like in previous classes, like dental anatomy, because a lot of it is on like occlusion and stuff like that, which we learned dental anatomy pretty thoroughly, and obviously I reviewed for the quiz, so I feel really good about that, and like classifications of restorations. So that's all review. And then like the newer stuff was about universal curettes, which we started working with in clinic. So I don't think it'll be bad at all. And then pathology, I'm not feeling great about pathology. I have a lot of breaks, so like, but before each like quiz or test I have like a break. The ones before my quizzes are shorter, like 40 minutes, and then the one before my test is like over an hour. So before each like quiz or test I'm gonna like review. So that's the one thing that's nice. A lot of times I like hate that our schedule is so like spread out. Like I'd rather just go to school and just like blow through all my classes and go home. But it is nice when you have a lot of quizzes in one day, because then you can like study as much as you can the day before. But well, I mean ideally not just the day before. But then the next day you can at least have some time where you can like do some last minute review. So I feel pretty good about radiology, except for like the pictures. Like if it's like a matching thing, like it was on our homework assignment, then I think I would be fine. But there was one that was like matching one that was fill in the blank for like these pictures of like x-ray heads and stuff like that, so of like what's all in the inside of like the x-ray machine. So that's the only part that I'm like not super confident about, but like I said, I have lots of time before to review it, so that's what I'm going to be studying before that test, is the pictures, because the material I feel like pretty solid about. Really pathology is the one I feel the weakest about. Luckily it's just a quiz, but like our whole grade in that class is mainly, it's like every week you have a quiz, every week you have one assignment, and then the final, and that's it. So like you don't want to do bad on the quizzes. So I'm definitely going to have to like cram a little bit before that quiz, just because I don't feel awesome about it. But that's it, and I guess we'll see how it goes. Hello, I'm home cuddling with my dog. I love him. But yeah, my brain is fried. I had my had my 2 quizzes and my test, and I did okay on them. I got a low B, or no, I got a low A on seminar, and then low B's on the other two on pathology and my rad exam. But whatever, I was kind of disappointed with the last two, but you know what? I'm trying to, as long as I get above like 80% or above, I'm trying to not be like upset with myself, even though an 80 is a C. But yeah, that's where I'm at. My brain's fried. I'm gonna relax. Tomorrow I just have clinic and a small group communication. Tomorrow in clinic, we're gonna be doing sealants on each other, which I'm actually excited about. I need to read through the process of how to do sealants before clinic and prepare for my exploring skill eval if we have time for it, because we might have time to do skill eval. And then also I'm the sterilization tech tomorrow, and so I'll be doing my instrument processing skill eval tomorrow. So I have some stuff to look over for clinic tomorrow, but for a little bit I'm just gonna sit here and relax because I know. Because my brain hurts and it's been a long day, so I deserve it. Hello guys. Okay, it is Wednesday the 29th and I just got home from school and today was a pretty good day. In clinic we did sealants. We played sealants and it was really cool. And then I did, like, my sealant went really well when you have them bite down on this transfer paper, and if there's like blue markings where you put the sealant, then you need to like scrape some of it off, because then when they bite, like their bite, like it'll be too high and like their bite will feel off. And when I did that, mine was great and I didn't have to fix it at all. So my first sealant went really well and it was really good. And then I did my instrument processing skill eval. So when I was because I was the sterilization tech today, I got 100% on it. So I just have 2 skill evals left. It's week 4, so next week is week 5, and they want us to be done before week 7 with all our skill evals, so I can do 2 next week in week 5, and then I will be done. So I have saved the hardest ones for last. I did want to do one today, like I wanted to do 2 today, like one actually in clinic and then instrument processing, but there just wasn't time. So I have exploring and probing left, which are the hardest of our skill evals this term, but I'm feeling pretty good. I did prepare for exploring because I wanted to be ready in case I had time to do it today, which I didn't, but like seriously, this is my dog. He's so cute. Hi, Xander. And then these are the neighbor's dogs. And they're so cute, but they're hound dogs, and well, not that one, but there's 2 hound dogs. Hi, hi. Oh, you're good, the other one. Hi guys, happy Friday. In my bed, watching TV and doing homework. I feel like I have so much homework this weekend, but I just wanted to recap. Yesterday was Thursday, which is my last day of the week. And my first class was prevention, and we learned more about fluoride. We've already learned about fluoride like a few times, but we are learning like more in depth of like where it comes from, and I don't know, like more of the history of fluoride. And you know, they're telling us that we're gonna get a lot of people that are very anti-fluoride, and can't wait for that. It's just so funny, like, the general public, I don't know, it's kind of sad. Like, if one person writes, like, a false article about something, I feel like a lot of people just don't realize, like, to get your information and research on a topic, you have to go to, like, a credible source. Like, you can't just go to any article that you find on Google and use that as your credible resource for a topic that you're, like, interested in learning about, because just some random person wrote that article, you know? Like, you need to go to a legitimate website, you know, like the CDC, or like most websites that end in .org or .edu, or just something that's actually research based and people have actually, you know, done tests on things. Like, don't just find some bad article or read some Facebook group of people that are anti whatever, you know, like anti-vax or anti-fluoride. It's just, everyone can have their own opinion, but just make sure you are well informed from real resources before deciding that something is bad. Anyways, my little spiel. Like, this was a topic that really, like, I don't know, makes me sad that so many people are very uninformed about fluoride, and I knew this was going to come up in school, and that this is something I'm going to have to deal with, like, my whole profession, when I offer, if people want fluoride. And I hope that some people will be open to hearing about it that are anti-fluoride, because so many people could benefit so much from fluoride, especially if it was in our water. Like, some places, not a lot, some places have fluoridated water, which is a very tiny amount of fluoride that's in your drinking water and can benefit especially low-income people that are probably not going to the dentist, because the dentist is expensive. So they would benefit so much from having fluoride in their water, because it's helping prevent dental caries or cavities. And so many people, from false information, are anti-fluoride, and so 88% of Oregon does not have fluoridated water, which is way lower than the national average. For some reason, Oregon, which is the state I live in, like, is super anti-fluoride, which is really sad, because so many people could benefit from it. The maximum amount that any city can put in water if they have fluoridated water is 0.7 parts per million, which is tiny, like the tiniest amount, but enough to, you know, have therapeutic benefits, but not enough to cause harm. You would have to drink so much water, and people don't realize, like, you can die from anything. Like, you can die from drinking too much water, and you would most likely die of water poisoning before you would ever reach the, like, lethal amount of fluoride. Like, you have to think of fluoride as, like, a medication. Just like any other medication, high doses, like, you can overdose on them and die. So, yes, anything in super high amounts is not good for you, but that's why you're only allowed to put in 0.7 parts per million, 0.7 in fluoridated water, which is very, very, very tiny. Anyways, just my thoughts on fluoride. Next time you go to your dentist, you know, if you have questions about fluoride, just ask them, ask your hygienist, and they can answer your questions if you have any fears about it. But yeah, I just thought that would be something important to throw into this video. Then I had seminar after prevention, and then after seminar we had, like, a long break. We have a 2-hour break between seminar and radiology on Thursdays, because on Tuesdays we have our pathology quiz in that time, but on Thursdays we don't have them, so there's, like, a long break. And so I went over to my friend's house and we watched Spy Kids 3 and studied for ethics, because after that break we had radiology, and then after radiology we had ethics, and then we had a quiz, our first quiz in ethics. I think there's only 2 quizzes that are 30 points each, and then the final, and that's it for, like, our quizzes and tests, I'm pretty sure. So I was kind of nervous about it, even though ethics isn't, like, really hard. Just each quiz is kind of worth a lot, especially when there's not very many of them. So we studied for that, and I got a 90% on the quiz, which is, like, good. it's just so annoying that a 90% is a B. Like, I'll never get over that. Like, that'll forever be frustrating to me. Like, I totally understand why we have to get at least a 75% in our classes to pass, because like, we are going to be health professionals. Like, we need to really know this information and know, you know, what we're doing. We're working on people and people are trusting us with their oral health, and so I totally understand why we have to pass with a 75%. I totally understand. I just wish it was like, you know, the normal, like 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, and then like 75 to 79 was a C, and like after that is failing. Like, I wish it was like that. Just the fact that a 90, I feel like a 90 or a 91, just that's an A. Like, just let it be an A, you know? Whatever. Spiel over. It'll be fine. Like, same with my radiology test. I'm pretty sure I mentioned already. I got like an 83% on that, which is a C. Pretty sure an 84 is the lowest for a B. So an 83 is a C. Like, isn't that rude? But yeah, I've got some studying to do. I've got some quizzes next week. I've got a lot of homework. So I'm just going to plow through it. Thank you guys for watching and joining me this week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!